Yo, what is up, YouTube? Like I promised, 1992 XR 250R. I absolutely love this bike. It's so much fun to ride. When you ride this bike, it just makes you feel good to be alive. It's not the fastest bike, but this bike is just absolutely so much fun to ride. It's a great bike. It's a 4-stroke. The engine, they actually kept the same for years. Throughout the years, like I would like to say maybe 1985 or 84, they came out with this design, with this motor. So like 85 and up, I believe, this motor is basically the same. They really haven't changed too much with this motor. But when they're running good, they're so reliable. They have a common problem with these though. I don't know if most of you guys know about it, but like the rings or the valve guide seals or something, I don't know if it's the valve guide seals, but maybe the piston rings, they start to wear out and the engine smokes and burns oil. That's like one of the main problems with these bikes, I believe, is with the engine burning oil and smoking out the exhaust. A couple of my friends had these too in the past, and the engine smoked, blue smoke, it burning oil. But yeah, man, otherwise it's a reliable bike though. Has a key in carb. It's not a flat side carb, just your basic carburetor. Yeah, this one's not too bad. It's pretty clean. I mean, it's a little dirty, but it's a solid bike, and it's so much fun to ride because it's a 4-stroke. And I love 2-stroke bikes too, but this bike is more all around of a trail bike. This bike is more of a trail bike, just an enduro, just to have fun on the trails. In a straight line with a YZ 250 2-stroke, I mean, it's not going to win a drag race, but it's pretty quick though. But it's more of a trail bike, and it's just about having fun anyway. But yeah, this is a 1992. What I would like to do though with this bike, I would really like to convert it to a street bike. It varies from state to state. I think in New Jersey it's not too hard. I think you just got to put a mirror. You need a mirror, a horn, and you can use your hands, for your turn signals, I guess, you know what I mean? But the only problem is with the 250R, the main difference between the XR 250R and the XR 250L, the L is the street version, is the street legal bike, and the R is the enduro. So with the enduro, they put this light here, and on the XR 250L, they put the tail light back here. So it's a little different. And they have turn signals, of course, and I think a battery. I believe the 250L has a battery. And then you got gauges here on a 250L. And you got your high and low beam switches. It's a full-blown street legal bike on a 250L. But this is the 250R, which is the enduro one. And yeah, so this is the enduro model. And that's the main difference between the XR 250R and the XR 250R and the XL 250L. So if you see on the back seat, it'll say 250L on the street one and 250R on the enduro one. But yeah, I mean, this bike is pretty clean, not too bad. It's a little dirty, but it's got the here's for the shocks. You can actually adjust the suspension soft to hard, and yeah, there's a little bit of wear on here. I got to sand that down a little bit and give it some fresh paint. It's not too bad, but yeah, just do an overview. Even has the factory bark busters on here, which is really cool. It's got them on both sides. It's got the factory bark busters. bark busters, knuckle busters, whatever you want to call them. But yeah, it's pretty cool to see that. It's hard to find a bike like this in stock form, because most times people get a hold of these bikes. Back in the day in the 90s, it was a big thing to pull these graphics off and put the aftermarket decals and stuff on. So to see it original like this is pretty cool, and that's why one of the reasons why I wanted this bike, and the reason why I got it was because it was all original still. Still has the original exhaust on it, which is really cool, because the 90s, it was very big to put the Super Trap exhaust. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Super Trap. It has like a cover on the back. Exhaust escapes through the sides. It's pretty cool, and you can take the baffles in and out of it, but it's called a Super Trap, and it was a big 90s thing. Everyone in the 90s loved the Super Trap. If you didn't have a Super Trap on one of these, then I guess you weren't cool. But yeah, man, it's just it is what it is, though. And even this bag is in good shape. Like normally on my other one, it's all ripped. Like this is, look how clean that is. It's so clean. There's no rips on the bag or anything. It's unbelievable. It's so clean. Not even a rip on the seat. Like it's in pretty remarkable condition, man. You know, for 1992, it's pretty clean. It's not that bad. Most of these are like just beat up and destroyed. And what's really cool, another thing is I forgot to tell you guys about, but most of you guys are familiar with these, but it's pretty cool. You got an oil cooler right inside on the neck. See that? And they even cut this out for the air to flow in to the oil cooler to cool the oil. And the oil tubes go down up here, down the frame, and then into the motor right here. And your oil filter is right here, which is really cool, man. I thought that was a really cool design. Like Honda went ahead and said, hey, you know, we're gonna put the oil cooler up here on the neck of the bike. Like that's just crazy, dude. Like it's just you know, really neat that Honda did that. But yeah, man, they put it up there, which is really, really cool, man. But yeah, this is just a full walk around, you know. And like I said, this is an enduro bike. It's an R model, so it wasn't intended for street use. So you don't have a high beam or low beam. I mean, you don't have a high beam. It has only a low beam only. But that's all you have is a low beam and a tail light. But I would like to find a 250L parts bike and put the you know, the switches for the brake. I don't know if you can retrofit them onto this one. It can't be too much different, right? I don't know if some of you guys out there might know. But, you know, it'd be cool to convert the just the street, put the brake sensor there and run the wiring. I don't know. You're probably better off just buying a whole parts bike and then using the whole harness off of that for this. I mean, probably be the easiest route, but then why not just go buy a 250L? But anyway, I'm sure there's other ways around to getting the brake light to go bright when you hit the brakes. But I know up here they actually have the holes right there. I don't know if you can see, but there's like holes right here. I don't know if that's for the switch, the brake switch. But I was on eBay and I found a brake switch for like 20 bucks off a 250L, which has the sensor, the switch on it. Then you just got to run your wiring and all that. But yeah, like I said, man, it seems like it might be too much work, but I don't know. I might post some videos up, I might do it, but we'll see what happens. I don't know. I'm a very random person, so I just tend to do, you know, random things. Sometimes I keep things, sometimes I get rid of things, and I get something else. I say I'm going to keep that and get something different, so I don't know. But yeah, man, this is definitely a good example of a 1992 XR250R. It's not bad. Yeah, man. So, like I promised, I did a video today of it, a review. I'm going to do a video of me riding it to follow. I don't know what day that'll be. Probably this week, or probably this weekend. I can do it. I don't know, man, with this whole COVID-19 coronavirus thing, it's horrible. You lose track of your days and stuff, man. Just getting bonkers now. And I feel so bad for all the people that lost their lives, man. It's just it's a very sad thing, dude. And there's nothing you can do about it, man. It's just one of those things you just gotta pray and just hope, you know, things get better, and but I just never forget about all the people that died. It's sad. It's a very sad thing, man. I'm just thankful to be alive. Just gotta be thankful to be alive, man. And just live every day like it's your last, brother. That's all you can do. But yeah, I'm signing off right now, and I'll be back with some more videos. So like and subscribe, man. Peace and hair grease.